Anyone can half flip. It's not even a particularly difficult mechanic. But if I just said to you, reverse into a 180-degree backflip cancel while rolling and boosting, you might not totally get what I'm saying. So, we're gonna take this step by step. This is what a complete half flip will look like from your perspective once you have it all down. Slowed down, of course. I think this part goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. The point of a half flip is to quickly accelerate in the opposite direction of where you're facing and to get your car upright and on its wheels in that direction at the same time. You can test this for yourself, but a front flip or back flip from a non-moving car isn't going to get you moving very quickly. That's why it's important to start reversing and to gain a little speed before you do anything else. To get your car facing the opposite direction, you need all your car's movements to total 180 degrees. A regular flip in any direction automatically attempts to rotate your car a full 360 degrees. So how do we make it just 180? Flip canceling is a useful skill that's the building block for several other advanced skills and maneuvers, so you should add it to your skill set ASAP if you haven't already. A flip cancel is exactly how it sounds. You start flipping, and then you cancel it. To do it, try flipping, either forward or backward, then quickly flick and hold the control stick in the opposite direction of the flip. The acceleration of the flip is a little higher than your car's regular ability to accelerate in one direction in the air, so it's impossible to completely cancel a flip. In the context of half flipping, you're going to be doing a flip cancel that cancels 180 degrees of the flip. That leaves you with half of a flip, which gives this maneuver its name. Calling this step 4 is a little misleading, as the whole step takes place at the same time as the second half of your flip cancel. Timing is key here if you want to maximize your acceleration, which is one of the main points of half flipping. Once your car is facing straight up at a 90-degree angle, that is when step 4 begins. If you were to start boosting before this point, you would actually be boosting back towards where you came from, losing some of your speed, so don't start boosting before this point. But hey, this isn't right, I'm upside down. Just as a disclaimer, for this part of the maneuver, it's significantly easier if you rebind air roll to one of the bumpers on your controller. This is something I'd recommend making the switch for all new players or even some veteran players. The transition between the flip cancel and the air roll is probably the trickiest part of the half flip and requires you to kinda get a feel for it yourself. The reason being is that all flips take the same amount of time unless something hits your car. That means you need to hold your control stick in the canceling direction for the duration of a regular flip, or your car will attempt to complete the flip with the remaining time and you'll nosedive into the ground. Once the flip cancel is complete and your car is flipped over 180 degrees, you can move your control stick to either the left or right side while holding air roll to get yourself upright. Once you're aligned properly, tilt your nose slightly to the ground and hold power slide to make a smooth landing. Now you know the pieces of a half flip. Let's put them all together. Congrats, now you can half flip, probably. Coming down to the practicality of half flips, don't think of it as a half flip, because then you group all of its parts together as a trick in your head, and that's not what you want. It's not a trick. Flip canceling and air rolling are critical skills when it comes to advanced car control and should be used in creative ways to get a positional advantage over your opponent. The half flip is just one of the many creative ways you can combine those two things. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned a lot from it. This has been Rocket Talks, and I'm Baka.